As the legends predicted, as our forefathers announced, they came from beyond, their images forged with the glow of victory, covered with the dust of defeat. Riding on the horses of the apocalypse, they have crossed the border to fulfill their destiny. To regain a place in history, to claim what once was taken, warriors of endless time. They have come to unleash mayhem, to release the dogs of war.
And now, from Dallas, Texas, for the whole world, this is Lucha Libre Latina, Duelo de Titanes, Clash of the Titans. Here is your host, Frank Batista.
Welcome to Duelo de Titanes. My name is Frank Batista, and tonight, you're going to see some of the greatest superstars of Mexican Lucha Libre. This bout is for the Reina de Reinas Championship. Coming down to the ring, from Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, Tiffany. 8 years as a pro, 2 years in AAA. She is currently the national female champion. She believes that she is truly the best ruda of the AAA. She has also been part of Las Brujas with Miss Janet and Rosy Moreno. And now here comes the champion. Here we go. From Mexico City, Mexico, La Diva, Marta Villalobos. This woman is 24 years as a pro, 9 years in the AAA. She has been the national female champion, the world female champion, and one half of the national tag team champions. She is probably the most experienced wrestler among the women of AAA and LLL. One double tough competitor is Marta Villalobos. Now she enters the ring. 2 years she has been the Reina de Reinas, taking on all competitors. Our correspondent, Jesus Zúñiga, had a chance to interview both the champion and the challenger.
La Reina de Reinas de AAA, la señora Marta Villalobos. Pero empecemos por los de casa. Tiffany, usted es sin duda alguna la mejor exponente y la gran retadora.
He now asked Tiffany what does she feel about this upcoming match. She says she's not scared of Marta, and she's going to show that she is the best wrestler in the AAA. And she says she does not talk, she's going to do all her talking in the ring. And now he asked Marta, how do you feel about what she said?
Es un oportunista. No sé de qué escuela vino de lucha libre.
She says that she doesn't know what school she went to learn how to become a wrestler, but she's going to show her that she will be her teacher.
Su gran capacidad la ha hecho llegar hasta donde está. Pero Tiffany es gran rival.
Pues yo no sé de dónde porque.
And now he's saying, well, she's a valid competitor. What do you feel about her?
Más que nada que soy la madre de todas ellas.
And she says that I am the mother of all the female wrestlers in Mexico. Tiffany doesn't believe it. She always says that she's the mother of all the female wrestlers, but she says I am your mother. I am the one you have to respect.
No, oiga, tranquila, por favor, tranquila.
No me toques, por favor.
These two, they can't even be in the same room together. This is going to be one hell of a championship match.
Tranquila. Si usted verdaderamente es la mejor, lo va a demostrar en un instante en el cuadrilátero. ¿Está de acuerdo?
He says if you are truly are the
A que toda la
best,
afición latina
you're
va a
going to
salir
show it
contenta por su
soon
triunfo.
in the
Claro que
ring
sí, y
against
este triunfo se
Marta.
lo dedico a Triple L, que es lo mejor.
And she's dedicating her match to the Triple L. There's a referee, Pepe Casas. Pepe Casas has over 30 years experience as a wrestler and over 10 years as a referee. Father of the famous wrestler Heavy Metal. This man has invented most of the maneuvers that you see today. Tiffany seems to have a problem with the people. The people are behind Marta Villalobos in this match. Marta Villalobos, as I said, probably the most experienced wrestler among all the women.
Presentamos al mejor Pepe Tropicasa.
And there's Tropicasas, probably the most famous referee in all of Mexico. And here we go. Again, this is for the Reina de Reinas Championship, a championship that Marta Villalobos has held for 2 years. She says she hates Tiffany because Tiffany believes that she is the best, but Marta is the living legend. And Tiffany says that it's with her, it's just all business. She just wants to prove to the world that she is the best and that she can be the Reina de Reinas. The crowd solidly behind Marta. And now Pepe Casas giving the 20 count. Remember, in Mexican wrestling rules and lucha libre rules, there is a 20 count, not a 10 count as in North America. And now here we go. There's a chop by Marta Villalobos. And now Tiffany trying to take control of the match. Look at these women. They're just chopping each other away. She misses the chop, and Marta with a chop. And Marta, look at this. Marta doesn't even move. 295 pounds of Marta Villalobos. And look at that big clothesline by Marta. Marta winds her up, goes from behind, and flips her over. The crowd, as I said, solidly behind Marta. Otra. The crowd is saying otra means do it again. They would like to see Marta come out with a victory over Tiffany. And Tiffany with the roll-up. 1, 2. Marta gets out of it. There's a reversal by Tiffany. And Marta rolls her up. Pepe Casas with the count, but she has the ropes. Tiffany has the ropes. Here's a little history on Tiffany. She was trained by her father, El Vasco, and her mother, La Diabolica. Believe it or not, she defeated and took the mask of her own mother in Mexico City. That's the kind of competitor she is. Will she have enough to beat the great Marta Villalobos? Over 24 years as a pro. And there's a drop kick to Marta. Look at this, she's mocking the crowd. Throws Marta into the corner. And a big drop kick that sends Marta into the corner. Tiffany in total control. And now Tiffany runs. Oh my God. Tiffany really giving it to Marta Villalobos. And Pepe Casas trying to tell her you cannot hold on to the rope. You can't use the rope to your advantage. She's going to be looking for a disqualification if she continues this. Pepe puts the count. Tiffany seems to be more focused on the crowd than she is on Marta, and that could be a big mistake. And now she got some kind of object there. She's whipping Marta Villalobos with it. Look at this. Pepe Casa needs to get that away. Just whipping the flesh of Marta Villalobos, and now she's choking her out with it. She's choking her out. She's outside the ring, choking her with that object. Pepe Casa needs to put the count. She could get disqualified by having that weapon. And she still continues. She's continuing with that whip. Pepe Casa trying to get it out of her hands. She is just incensed. She just wants to be the Reina de Reinas. And now she's biting the head of Marta Villalobos. Tiffany will do anything to get that championship. And now Pepe Casas finally gets that whip away, but she grabs it out of his hand again. Something has to be done here. Pepe Casas is giving her too much leeway. He should just disqualify her. And now she throws Marta to the rope. Marta ducks, and there's a kick to the midsection. And Marta Villalobos drops all 295 pounds on her. And she's going, there's a plancha by Marta Villalobos. And now, payback. Here comes the payback by Marta Villalobos. And she whips Tiffany. Oh, now Tiffany is pleading with her. Now Tiffany, I guess what's good for the goose is not good for Tiffany. And the audience is having a great time. And now Marta's off the rope. And look at that. That's like running into a Mack truck. But look at the agility by Marta Villalobos. She's not going to win that. And there's the plancha. Pepe Casa down. 1, 2. But Tiffany still escapes. Looking for approval from the crowd. Remember, this is a 1-fall match. And Tiffany just missed hitting Marta in the corner. She could have dislocated her shoulder on that steel pole. Pepe Casas issuing the count. Again, it is a 20 count. Marta seems to be in pain, as well as Tiffany. But again, Tiffany seems to be more preoccupied with the crowd than she is with Marta. Marta comes out. And there's a chop by Marta. And Marta pulls her by the hair and drops her on the concrete. And now threatens to give her a splash. And a kick to the back of the head. Marta is in total control, and the crowd is loving this. The crowd is going wild. There's another chop by Marta. And now Pepe Casas orders Marta Villalobos into the ring. Tiffany in pain. Outside, will she make it back? Will she make it back in time? The only way she could win this bout is by a pinfall. She has to get in that ring. But still, she is preoccupied with the outside. This could be a big mistake. The audience wants to get into this. The audience firmly behind Marta Villalobos. Tiffany finally back in the ring. And now here we go. Marta's asking the audience for approval. Here they go, they both go off the rope. She misses a drop kick, and Marta puts that weight back on her chest. And Marta now pulling Tiffany by the hair. Pulling her by the hair.
Viva Mexico!
Viva Mexico! Long live Mexico! And here we go. And there's a splash into the corner by Marta Villalobos. Tiffany is down. Marta sends her into the opposite corner. And here we go. But Tiffany moves. Tiffany moves. Tiffany going up to the second rope. No, she's going up to the top. Tiffany from the top rope. There's a drop kick. A drop kick to Marta Villalobos. Now she set her up for a clothesline. Oh, she misses and she hits Tropicazas. Tropicazas outside of the ring. Marta now slams down Tiffany. And now Marta going up. Marta to the second rope. Looking for approval from the crowd. Marta Villalobos with the body splash from the top rope. But Tropicazas is still outside. There's no one to count. And now she sets up Tiffany in a camel clutch. Camel clutch. But there's no referee to count her out. But Abismo Negro's in. What is he doing there? Abismo Negro gets a backdrop. And now she, oh my God, Abismo Negro with some kind of powder. What is that? Tiffany now taking advantage, putting Marta Villalobos in the camel clutch. Look, her face is full of that power, full of that powder. Tropicazas is still outside. Marta Villalobos is giving up. Marta Villalobos has given up. Tiffany is the new Reina champion. I can't believe it. Tiffany is the new champion. With help from Abismo Negro. Again, Tiffany has defeated Marta Villalobos, and there's President of Triple L, Arakelian, presenting the Reina de Reinas Championship to Tiffany. He is very happy, and without a doubt, the crowd is not. The crowd is very upset that Tiffany has beaten Marta Villalobos. Not that she's beaten her, but the way she's beaten her. Again, remember everyone, if the referee didn't see what happened, it's legal. Marta, defeated, seems to be very upset. Abismo Negro, Arakelian. Look at this, and now they're putting the boots to Marta, adding insult to injury. Arakelian very happy that the Reina de Reina champion is now part of the Triple L. A great feat for Triple L. And here we go with a six-man lucha libre style matchup. 3 rudos and 3 técnicos.
Porque después de esta función, ustedes sabrán de qué está hecho.
And here we go.
De Ensenada, Baja California. Es Valfer, Psicosis. Y este es de la escuela de la Black Family.
Here is Psicosis.
Chessman.
Chessman.
La triple L.
two stars of the AAA. Psicosis, 12 years as a pro from Tijuana. This man is called the Rey de TJ, and Chessman from Mexico City, 17 years as a pro. And here comes their partner from Mexico City, Mexico. One part of Los Vatos Locos, El Picudo. A man that's willing to pick a fight anywhere at any time. Son of Mexican wrestling, El Spectro. This man lives his rock and roll lifestyle 24 hours a day. And now here come their opponents. From Guerrero, Mexico, Billy Boy, the leader of the young six-man team called Los Barrio Boys. This young man, 25 years old, 5 years in the AAA. And now, his partner from Guadalajara, Mexico, La Chiva Rayada. This man is 16-year pro, 5 years in the AAA. His costume is part of the mascots of the soccer team from Guadalajara called Las Chivas Rayadas, a team formed in 1906. And here comes their partner, Oscar Sevilla, from Mexico City, Mexico. This man is 24 years old, has been a pro for 5 years. Again, Jesús Zúñiga had a chance to interview
para la carrera de estos tres luchadores técnicos. Ellos se enfrentan a los máximos líderes de los conceptos importantes en la lucha.
He's explaining how they are going against 3 of the captains of the biggest teams in the AAA today.
Pero mis compañeros y yo venimos con una sola idea, de ganarles y acabar con ellos.
La Chiva says we only come with one idea, victory.
El Picudo. Mira, el Picudo ya lo conozco.
And now Billy Boy says he knows Picudo very well.
Cerdo y ardido, porque les quitamos los campeonatos.
We have beaten them. We have beaten his team for the championships. But for me to be like you, I'd rather not eat.
Además de tener razón,
fat and out of shape.
Tener preocupación, se enfrenta contra Chessman de la Black Family.
Preocupación no, mira.
And now Oscar Sevilla says about Chessman, he knows he's going to win because Chessman has no brains. And the only thing they're worried about is how they're going to get their victory.
Ustedes vienen hasta este lugar a ganar. Nadie hace un viaje de tantos kilómetros.
Jesús Zúñiga says that no one comes this far in order to lose. So these boys are perfectly ready. What about their opponents? And the intro by the famous Arturo Rivera. Once the wrestlers are in the ring, he just announces each team captain. From the Triple L team, the captain will be Chessman. And now, for the Triple A, the champion will be Oscar Sevilla. And now the referees, Pepe Tropicazas, and now the most controversial man in wrestling, El Tirantes. This is a referee that is very controversial, and you never know what he's going to do in that ring, but he usually sides with the rudos. Again, with the rules of a Mexican wrestling match, 2 out of 3 falls, 1 team captain, and 2 other wrestlers. Once a wrestler is pinned, he is out for the rest of the fall. In order for one team to gain a fall, they have to either pin both wrestlers or the team captain. Tags are not necessary. If someone falls out of the ring, a team member can automatically enter. And now, the audience solidly behind La Chiva and Picudo and his band. These guys were once hated rivals, but they're now together for a common cause to beat the Técnicos. And here we go. La Chiva trips up Picudo. Unorthodox style by La Chiva. Picudo. He looks like a rudo, but he is one heck of a wrestler. And they lock up. Picudo takes down La Chiva. A kick up. And now an arm drag from La Chiva. They're goat headbutts. That's the style that this man La Chiva has. Very unorthodox. And now here comes Oscar Sevilla and El Rey de TJ, Psicosis. We are going to see some real lucha libre here right now. Oscar Sevilla, El Novillero, loosely translated in English to apprentice bullfighter. And look at that. Treating Psicosis like a bull. But Psicosis is as strong as a bull, just like he gave him with the 2 kicks to the midsection. Sevilla flips off the rope. Look at the agile Oscar Sevilla, but Psicosis with the power. Sevilla throws him into the buckle. He flips Sevilla over. Oscar Sevilla going to the top rope. And a huracanada from the top rope by Oscar Sevilla. And the Rey de TJ wants out. Psicosis coming. Picudo. And there's a drop kick, and now Picudo's out. And now Chessman wants a part of this man. He missed a clothesline. And now, around the world by Oscar Sevilla and Novillero. And the fans come to their feet. And now in comes Billy Boy. The Rudos don't even know what to do. Now they have turned their attention to the crowd. And the crowd solidly behind the Técnicos. Look at the speed. Look at the speed here. Billy Boy now gives him an arm drag with his legs. And now Picudo comes in and stops it. Again, he doesn't need a tag. Psicosis just has to get out of the ring. And an arm drag by Billy Boy. Look at the speed. Oh my God. There goes Picudo. And he wants no part of Billy Boy. Chessman in. And Billy Boy with the spectacular move. Billy Boy off the ropes. And oh my God. Knocks his face right into the canvas. And now look at this. And Tirante's getting involved. This is what I'm telling you about. But Billy Boy gives it to Tirantes. And now Psicosis, look at this. He makes Psicosis drop kick at Tirantes. And there's another drop kick for Psicosis. Billy Boy going for the tope. Fakes the tope. Look at this. Look at this. These guys don't even know what is going on. Tirantes, not wanting any more of this, gets back in the ring. The Técnicos are fully in charge. And the crowd are still on their feet. Look at this man. He's acting like he hurt himself outside. And Pepe Casas telling him to get in charge. And look at this. El Tirantes still getting involved with the technicals. That's why they need 2 referees. 1 for the technicals, 1 for the rudos. And now here we go. Oscar Sevilla and Psicosis. Oscar Sevilla, look at this. A body press that knocks Psicosis to the outside. Oh my God, a side moonsault. A side moonsault from Oscar Sevilla. Suicidal move. And now Chessman has La Chiva in the corner. But he's protected by Billy Boy. Billy Boy knocks Chessman into the corner. And he takes down Picudo. Look at what a move by Billy Boy. And La Chiva Rayada with another Frankensteiner. Double drop kick. Both men out of the ring. Here comes Billy Boy with the blood. Oh my God! He turned the plancha into a huracarana. And La Chiva with the plancha from the top rope. Sevilla, Psicosis back in the ring. Sevilla flipped over. And there's a foul! That's a foul! A foul by Psicosis. No count. Pepe Casas saw it. That's a foul. The first fall goes to the technicals. How can this man complain? How can he complain? Complaining to Pepe Casas, but Pepe Casas saw it and raises the hand of the victor. Tirantes trying to get involved. But that is why Pepe Casas is there, to hold order. The winners, the team of Oscar Sevilla, La Chiva, and Billy Boy of the first fall. And that whistle announces the start of the second fall. The Rudos outside of the ring trying to make some kind of strategy. And look at this. And Tirantes counting 1, 1, 1. It's 1 to 20. La Chiva, look at this. Psicosis wants no part of La Chiva. But that's the way to get him up. The crowd now chanting Chiva, Chiva. Chiva misses a headbutt. Psicosis with a chop to the chest. Look at this. Every time he chops, he's chopping one of his opponents. And now Picudo gets involved, and for that, he gets a kick to the chest. And La Chiva takes them both down. And now Chessman looks to get involved. There's an arm drag, and look at this. He should have stayed outside. Double elbow drop on Chessman. This man has them all confused. They don't know what to do. That is the unorthodox style of La Chiva Rayada. And now he brings in Billy Boy. Again, the leader of Los Barrio Boys. And now look at this. Chessman trying to get the crowd behind him, but I don't think that's going to happen. Look at this. They all three teaming up on Billy Boy. And a triple boot to Billy Boy. And now, look at this thing. Now the Rudos are in control. Chessman throws Oscar Sevilla and a double elbow drop by Picudo and Chessman. This boy is good, but he's not going to beat both of them. And now he's out of the ring. The Rudos now seem to be in control. The crowd trying to get a spark behind these guys, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And look at this. Psicosis bringing in chairs. Psicosis is bringing in chairs. This could call for a disqualification. This man has no regard for his own body, much less his opponent's. And he says his favorite book is the Bible. They seem, why are they setting these chairs up? My God, what are they going to do? No, they're taking Chiva Rayada. Oh my God! Oh my God! They broke him in half! They broke this man in half! I can't believe what they have done to La Chiva Rayada. And look, he continues with the chairs. Pepe Casa needs to take order. Tirantes is acting like nothing is going on, like it's some sort of college wrestling match. And now the Rudos, trying to get this man out of the ring, are in total control. It is now a 2 against 3 match. And they're really giving it to Billy Boy. How can the technical, and look at this man, Oscar Sevilla, trying to come in. And a double backdrop by these Rudos. There is no way both of these men can beat 3. And now Billy Boy, look at it, giving it a drop kick to the back of Chessman. But he gets a double elbow drop from Psicosis and El Picudo. And now, help has come to take La Chiva Rayada to the back. He can't even support his own weight. And now, Psicosis, oh my God, found a red miss by Chessman. He puts Billy Boy down. Tirantes, 3 count. Now all they gotta do is pin Oscar Sevilla, and they'll have the second fall. Psicosis picks up Oscar Sevilla with a body slam, and now Chessman wraps him up. 1, 2, 3, oh my God! The second fall goes to the Rudos. Tirantes was sure that he was there to make that count. My God, the second fall goes to the Rudos. And now they're still putting it to these technicals. The Rudos are in charge. This has become a 2 against 3 match. The odds are not in the favor of the technicals. And Psicosis again with the chair to the head of El Novillero, Oscar Sevilla. Chessman and Picudo on Billy Boy inside the ring with the double boot. How are they going to come back from this? And there's a whistle announcing the beginning of the third fall. It is a 2 against 3 match. The odds are with the Rudos. And now Picudo and Psicosis working on Oscar Sevilla with ramming his ribs into that steel post. Psicosis will not let this man alone for 1 minute. And now the crowd trying to get behind the technicals. But look at this man, Psicosis. This man is just unbelievable. And Chessman working on the poor Oscar Sevilla. The rudos are out of control. And Sevilla is out. Billy Boy, look at this. Billy Boy is trying to get into the ring. How is he going to beat 3 men of this caliber? Oh my God! A clothesline that just turned him inside out. He's not reacting at all. Pepe Casas tried to see if he's still alive. And look at this. Psicosis takes him down. Chessman, where's he going? Chessman from the top rope. Oh my God! A leg drop by Chessman from the top rope. Psicosis with a senton. Oh, look at this. Tirantes makes that easy cover. Of course, a 3 count. Now he's eliminated. It's a 1 against 3 now. 1 against 3. How is Oscar Sevilla going to overcome this? The crowd trying to get behind Oscar Sevilla, trying to see if this guy can pull a miracle. And they throw him into the rope. Look at this, he moves out of the way. He jumps over. There's a hood. Oh, look at this. He has Picudo down. Pepe Casas makes the pin. Picudo's eliminated. 1 against 2. It's 1 against 2. Sevilla. And now a victory roll. Psicosis. 2, 3. Look at this. We haven't even matched. Oh, but Chessman stopped all the momentum that Oscar Sevilla was showing. What is Chessman doing? He's putting Sevilla on the top rope. No! Oh my God, what is he trying to do? Sevilla with the huracanada. Sevilla with the huracanada. 1, 2, 3. Pepe Casas makes the count. And Tirantes was trying to give a slow count. I can't believe the miracle. I can't believe that this man pulled it out. This kid at 25 years old pulled it out. The Rudos go back to Mexico with the loss. Defeated the team of the Triple L. Triple L, a company on its 3rd year. We have been bringing shows to you from all over California, Texas, Florida, and we are now here in Dallas. And now we move on to the Mixed Tag Team Championship as a normal size wrestler and his mini combined for 1 title. And here we go. The entrance of the champions, Abismo Negro and Mini Abismo Negro. Abismo Negro, 20 years as a pro from Villahermosa, Tabasco. 10 years in the AAA. Mini Abismo Negro from Michoacán, Mexico. This man is 8 years as a pro. These 2 are the top wrestlers in the Triple L. And now, their opponents. Here come the men that are trying to take the title from these 2. Some of the most popular athletes in the AAA and Triple L, Mascara Sagrada from Mexico City.
Mascara Sagrada.
Loosely translated as the Blessed Mask, and Mascarita Sagrada, probably the most spectacular wrestler in the AAA. These 2 are ready to bring the challenge to Abismo Negro and Mini Abismo Negro. Once again, we take you to Jesus Zúñiga, who's interviewing the challengers.
Abismo Negro están dispuestos a enfrentarse
Los Tigres Blancos, loosely translated in English, to the White Tigers.
Ellos son los Tigres Blancos. Hoy, por fin podrán ganar.
Is tonight the night that you're finally going to bring it, the championship home?
Con todas las ganas del mundo. Le vamos a ganar esos campeonatos.
Mascarita says we're ready. We're looking to take the titles back with us to Mexico City.
La última vez que se enfrentaron.
Sí, exactamente, siempre con sus artimañas, pero ahora que aprovechen
And
los
now,
campeonatos, que los disfruten.
Mascara Sagrada says they're always cheating. These two are always trying to do anything they can to keep those titles. But tonight, we're going to beat them in Triple L's home, and we're going to take back those titles for the Latinos.
Ustedes son.
They look like they're ready. They look like they're prepared. But will they be able to beat Abismo Negro and Mini Abismo Negro?
Un obstáculo para que se lleven los campeonatos C con mascota. Vamos a descubrirlo juntos en un momento en esta batalla Campeonato C con mascota.
Look at this, and now the referee once again for this match, El Tirantes. As you have seen before, all championship matches are one fall. And look at this, the people want Tirantes to get out. They want Pepe Casas to be the man in charge. But this Tirantes, he's just evil. He's just evil. Look at this, looking for approval from the crowd. I am sure he won't find one person to back with him. And look at this, Abismo Negro raising his title, his championship. He is the first champion of the Triple L. And look at them. All four men are ready. They have to present the championship belt to El Tirantes. But Abismo seems that Arakelian, Triple L President Arakelian, what is he doing there? Look at this, Arakelian going to take a picture with the champion as is customary. But he seems he's pushing away the challengers. It's customary for the champion and the challengers to take a photo at the beginning of the match with the promoter. But it seems that Arakelian does not want these AAA wrestlers with him. And now, Tirantes trying to get the belts to Mr. Arakelian. And now Tirantes, look at, he's asking him for something. He's making like a money sign. What is he asking for? Is he getting paid off? Maybe that's why he's siding with the Rudos. And look at these men. Look at these guys, mirror images of one another. And now, Mascara and Mascarita, some of the most spectacular wrestlers in the AAA, and definitely the crowd favorites. This is going to be one heck of a match. But it all depends on that man right there, El Tirantes. Will he do what's right, or will he side with Abismo? And I think he's showing right now whose side he is on. They say, look, he's asking him, he's making that money sign again. Everybody must be paying this guy off. Now, the odds are definitely with Abismo Negro. He's giving some kind of instructions. Why even bother? And now here we go. Mini Abismo seems to want a handshake. Now get ready, because you're going to see one heck of a match. In comes Mascarita. This is one of the biggest rivalries in the AAA and the Triple L, and you're going to see some of the most exciting lucha libre in the world tonight. These are the guys that made the American wrestlers step up their game. These lucha libres, this lucha libre style is what made wrestling what it is today. And look at this. And there's an arm drag for Mascarita. Mascarita, small but quick. Mini Abismo throws down his biggest rival. A kip up. Look at this, Mascarita. Mascarita in control of this man. Look at this. But Mini Abismo gets him down. And there's an arm drag by Mini. These guys are going 100 miles an hour. Look at that headlock. A strong headlock by Mini Mascarita. No matter his size, look at what a tough competitor he is. Mascarita in control. And that quickly, Abismo gets into control. And the people screaming, Mascarita, Mascarita, trying to get behind this little man. And now he throws Mascarita into the rope. Mascarita flips him over. Look at this, Mascarita now off the rope and threatens him. But look at this, Abismo tried to get in there. Abismo tried to get at Mascarita. One of the rules of this match is that anytime a regular size wrestler comes in, the Mini has to leave. There cannot be a regular size wrestler against a Mini. But I'm sure Mascara Sagrada will be more than he can handle. Look at this. Look at these moves from these two. Some amazing wrestling. Look at this. Abismo saying that Mascara Sagrada was pulling his tights, and now Tirantes asking Mascara, he pulled the tights. There was no tights pulled there. This man is awesome. 100% wrestler. Will he be able to meet the challenge of Mascara Sagrada? Look at this, a kip up. Look at the speed by the White Tiger. And now Abismo has him down, flips him over. And the White Tiger flips him over again. And now he's saying that he's pulling on his mask. This Tirantes is clearly with Abismo Negro. And now, look at this. Look at it. He's helping out Abismo Negro. Whose corner do you think he's in? And now, once again, in come the Minis. Some of the most spectacular matches in the world have been by these two. And now Abismo Negro asking for a handshake. Look at that. You can't trust this man. The crowd definitely against Mini Abismo Negro. And now he takes Mascarita, throws him into the rope, misses a kick. Mascarita from the other side with a flying body press. Where's Tirantes? And look at this. Oh my God! Smashes his face into the canvas. Mascarita getting ready for missing a drop kick. And that quick Mini Abismo Negro is back into control. These are some competitors. Look at this. He's almost twice the size of Mascarita. But Mascarita has heart. And there's a drop kick by Mini Mascarita. And now Mascarita is going off the rope. Around the world by Mascarita. What a competitor. What speed this man has. And look at that. Fakes out Mini Abismo Negro and tags in Mascara Sagrada. And now it's Abismo Negro looking for a handshake. But Mascara Sagrada will not fall for it. Ole, just like a bull. And look at that. There's a chop from Abismo Negro. Two technicians. Look at this. Look at what a maneuver. Look at the speed. Look at the speed by these two guys. These guys got to be 230 pounds. And look, they're moving like they're light heavyweights. And he knocks Abismo into the rope. And now with a backbreaker. A backbreaker. Mascara Sagrada is in control. A reversal by Abismo Negro. Remember, this man is dangerous. And he moves out of the way. Look at that. And now, a submission hold. Mascarita trying to stop Mini Abismo. And Abismo Negro now in control with the suplex. Mini Abismo with the senton. And now Abismo Negro. Look at this. They both have him in submission hold. They both have him in submission hold. Well, they've given up. They've given up. They've given up. The Rudos have won the first fall. The Rudos have won the first fall. And the people are not happy. The first fall, again, goes to the team of Abismo Negro and Mini Abismo Negro. There's a whistle for the second fall. Tirantes trying to get these guys into the ring. And look at this. It's Mascara against Sagrada against Mini. Look at this. Mini Abismo trying to what could he be trying to do to Mascara Sagrada? Look at it. He nails into him like a Mack truck. Look at that. Just knocks him right out of the ring. No challenge at all. And now Abismo Negro gets in and says, do that to me. And look at that. Hard headbutt by El Rey del Martirete, the king of the pile driver. A move that is outlawed in Mexico, but not in the Triple L. And look at this. Look at that. Mini Mascarita. Mascarita knocks down Abismo Negro. And there's another backbreaker by Mascara. And Mascarita with a dropkick to the head. What a team these guys are. And now, look at this. A foul. That was a foul. That was a foul. Clearly in front of Tirantes by Mini Abismo Negro. And now he throws Mascarita to the rope. My God! 10 feet into the air and a drop kick to the head. And there's another drop kick to Mascara Sagrada. And now Abismo Negro is going to be in charge. This man is pound for pound known throughout the company as the best wrestler. Abismo Negro runs his own wrestling school in Mexico City, where he is known to be a very rough teacher. Most students do not last 1 week. And look at this. They knock out Mascara Sagrada. The crowd trying to get behind this. And look at this. Mascarita. Again, the crowd. Mascarita. Mascarita. But look at this. Mini Abismo is too much for him right now. Throws the man into the rope. And, oh my God, Mascarita comes out. And now, Mascara returns the favor. Mascara Sagrada with another backbreaker. That lower back of Abismo has got to be hurting. Mascara Sagrada with a chop. A reversal by Abismo. Mascara jumps over the top rope. And look at this. He rolls him up. He rolls him up. And he's rolled up. Where's the count? Where's the count? Why is Tirantes not counting? Now, Abismo and Mini Abismo in control of this team of Mascara and Mascarita. And they miss a double clothesline. And there you go. Mascara getting in control. Mascara Sagrada with the hook. Look at Mascarita. Oh my God. Look at this. He flips him into a submission maneuver. The second fall goes to the technicals. The second fall goes to Mascara Sagrada and Mascarita Sagrada. Tirantes had no choice other than to count these guys out because they had no way to escape. Look at this. And now, Mascara asking the crowd if he should hit Tirantes. The beginning of the third fall. We are tied. One fall apiece. Tirantes trips up Mascara Sagrada. I can't believe how biased this man is. Abismo with the backdrop and a headbutt to Mascara Sagrada. Abismo Negro now calls in Mini Abismo. And there's a splash by Mini Abismo. And he's setting off for a drop kick. Oh my God, a drop kick to the chin. That could have knocked him out. And now, Mini Abismo has Mascarita asking for Abismo Negro. No, Abismo Negro, go. Holding the man up for a drop kick by Mini Abismo. Tirantes is ignoring the double team. How are you gonna let this? He's not allowed. Look at this, Tirantes. Oh, I hope you're happy with yourself. And now, look at this, Mini Abismo. Mascara pulls Mascarita out of the way. And now, the technicals are coming back. And Mini Abismo is getting worked over by Mascarita. And look at this, Mascara Sagrada loosening the mask. He better not pull it off, or that would be a disqualification. Now Mascara working on Mini Abismo, sends him into the corner. Look at this. Mini Abismo backdropped him, but he's still, look at it. Look at the agility by this man. Look, he can't even shake him off the rope. He's like a candle. Look at this. Unbelievable. Look, unbelievable agility by this man. And Abismo tries to hit him, and he's sent into the corner. Mascara now flipped over both. And there's a double monkey flip by Mascara and Mascarita. They send them both out. What could they be doing? Look at this. What are they doing? Mascara Sagrada with a tope and a plancha by Mascarita. A plancha from the top turnbuckle to the outside. My God, they put their bodies on the line. This is Lucha Libre Latina. The audience is extremely happy. And now, Tirantes putting the count. But what a slow count. But I bet he's going to speed it up once Abismo and Mini Abismo get in. But look at this. Look at that man. Mini Abismo again trying to work over Mascara Sagrada. I don't think that's going to happen. And there's a backbreaker for him. And a clothesline that sends him outside of the ring. Here comes Abismo. And Abismo with a drop kick. What a beautiful drop kick. And look at this. Mascarita trying, but there's no way he's gonna stop El Rey de Martinete. Look how he sends him into the rope, but he moves out of the way. He moves out of the way. His speed is faster than Abismo Negro. And now, here comes Mascarita to the top rope. Mascarita, oh my God, he turns a plancha into a flip. Mascarita going to the top rope. Hurricanrana from the top rope to the outside. What agility. And now an arm drag from the top rope by Mascara. He has him down. 1, 2, 3. Why is Tirantes not counting? They could have had the championship. Tirantes is not counting. Mascara drop kicks Abismo out of the ring. Mascara with the tope over the top rope. They could have had the match. They could have had the match. Mini Abismo now going up to the top rope. He slipped. He slipped. He slipped. This is a chance for the technical. Mascarita going up to the top. Mascarita. Oh my God! What an arm drag from the top by Mascarita Sagrada. Now he climbs to the opposite corner. Again to the top rope. Oh, look at this. Abismo Negro again with that powder. The same powder that he used on Marta Villalobos. And now he's going for the power bomb. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. And now Tirantes makes the fast count. Mascarita is out of this match. And now, here comes, look at this. Mini Abismo missed the drop kick. Marta Villalobos is coming in. She's looking after. Look, the crowd is cheering. Marta. Look at this, a tiger driver by Mascara Sagrada. 1, 2, 3. There it is. And now, Mini Abismo is out. Abismo Negro trying to get in control. Takes Mascara Sagrada, throws him into the rope. Mascara flips over his man, knees him into the back. And he missed. He went to hit Mascara. And Tirantes is down. And a foul by Abismo Negro. A foul. Look at this. Tirantes is out. There's no one to count. There's no one to make the count. Abismo Negro is asking him, what is going on? Small package by Abismo Negro. But Tirantes is still out. Abismo Negro cannot believe his luck. Look at this. Another foul by Abismo Negro. But here goes Marta Villalobos. Marta turns. Marta's coming into the ring. Oh my God. Marta hits him with the same powder. Marta going up to the second rope. Marta with the splash. Marta puts Mascara on top of Abismo. And now she's pulling over Tirantes. Marta's pulling over Tirantes. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Tirantes made the count. He made the count. There are new champions. Marta Villalobos pays back Abismo Negro. And Tiffany tries to come in, and Marta sends her out. Marta Villalobos is showing that she is the mother of all women wrestlers in the AAA and the Triple L. And Marta, look at this, in total control over Tiffany, paying her back. And now she's going after Mini Abismo. Marta Villalobos had her revenge tonight. She will be back again. And here comes Mr. Arakalian, once again president of the Triple L, with the titles in his hand. Those titles have to go to Mascara Sagrada and Mascarita. But he seems to be reluctant to give up those titles. But fair is fair. Tirantes made the 3 count. And look at this. Abismo Negro is asking for a rematch. But there will be no rematch tonight. There's no rematch tonight. He says, I'm still the champion, and he wants a rematch. But tonight, you are going home with the loss. And now, AAA President Antonio Peña comes out. Look at this. taking the titles from Aracalia. Antonio Peña comes out and gives the titles to Mascara Sagrada and Mascarita. That's right, order has been put into place. Look at this. Both presidents, they don't seem to like each other. Maybe this is a future match. Maybe what you're looking at right here is a future match. AAA President Antonio Peña comes in and gives the titles to the rightful champions. Villalobos in the ring with the new champions, Mascara Sagrada, Mascarita Sagrada. Against the rest of the world. Here he comes, recently returned from Korea in the WWA promotion, Jason the Terrible. This man, originally from San Juan, Puerto Rico, 18 years as pro, trained by the legendary, unpredictable Johnny Rods. This man is dangerous. And here comes his partners, originally from the Dominican Republic. 18 years as pro, trained by Black Gorman, the Headhunters. These men, identical twins, and believe it, they use that to their advantage. And there they are with their mascot, Chucky. The little demon doll. And here come their opponents, Alebrije and Quiche. Alebrije from Jalisco, Mexico, 17 years as a pro, former middleweight champion of Mexico, ex-world junior weight champion. And Quiche from Puebla, Mexico. This man, Alebrije, debuted in AAA September 1998 at Verano de Escándalo with his mascot, Quiche. And now, their partner, from Guadalajara, Mexico, 1.5 years in the AAA. This man is 9-year pro, Mr. Aguila, translated in English as Mr. Eagle, and I'm sure you will find out why. He's probably most known to American fans as S.A. Rios, as he was 5 years in the WWE. Former light heavyweight champion and former IWA cruiserweight champion. And now, one of the most popular, most charismatic wrestlers in all of Mexico. Here is La Parka. This man from Hermosillo, Sonora, in the northeast of Mexico, 16 years as a pro, 10 years in AAA. He is one of the most loved personalities in all of Mexican wrestling, and you will see why. What an unorthodox style by this man. Purely unorthodox. And now back to my colleague, Jesus Zuniga, who's with La Parka.
Puerto Rico, de República Dominicana.
He's
Jason
asking him,
de Counters.
what do you think about your opponents that come from all different parts of the world?
No, pero
La Parka says that he is not worried about his opponents, but he is worried about Mr. Aguila, a man that's usually a rudo. He's wondering why he's teamed up with the Técnicos and what effect he's going to have on this match tonight.
en México es rudo.
So he's saying, in Mexico, this guy's a rudo, but it's a match for Mexico against the rest of the world. That's why he's on their side, but he doesn't know if he can trust him.
No.
Zuniga asked him, do you think this man can cause you to lose this match? La Parka says, I don't know about that, but I just hope that he's on the right side. We know we have a hard challenge ahead of us, but we just hope that this man is our partner tonight.
Mr. Águila, te invito a que hoy luches
And
bien.
now he's asking Mr. Aguila, tonight you're going to be a técnico. I hope you fight like a técnico.
No creo. No. Mira, con ese hombre ya dudó
But he
todo,
seems to be confused. He still doesn't know if Mr. Aguila is on his side or on his opponent.
Señores, esa es la incógnita en esta lucha. República Dominicana, Puerto Rico contra México. Mr. Águila es el punto débil de los técnicos.
And here we go.
A ganar 2 de 3 caídas y sin
2 out of 3
límite de
falls.
tiempos. Como capitanes por el resto del mundo. Un caballero que no reconoce ni a sus familiares. Jason, el terrible.
The captain of the Rudos team will be Jason.
Por la AAA, por México, capitán, La Parka.
And La Parka will be the captain of the Técnico team. Remember, in Mexican rules, either the captain has to be pinned or the 2 team members have to be pinned. Once one man is pinned, he is eliminated. A fall ends when either the team captain or 2 men are eliminated. Tags are not necessary. If someone falls out of the ring, a team member can automatically enter. Earlier tonight, we had a special presentation for Super Dragon Lee Won-pyo from Korea, the WWA World Heavyweight Champion, undefeated for the past 3 years. He was given an Aztec warrior statue in recognition for his outstanding career by the presidents of AAA and LL, Antonio Peña and Ara Arakelian. Look at this. One of the headhunters, you cannot tell them apart. Not only can you not tell them apart, but they are simply known as Headhunter 1 or Headhunter 2. So either one of these guys can be in the ring at either time. No one can tell the difference between them. And let me tell you, they do use that to their advantage. Jason the Terrible, 18 years as a pro from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Look at this man. Oh, what a triple chop. Triple chop from these men. Look at this. This man, Jason the Terrible, death matches are his specialty. Whenever he or his partner, Leatherface, are on the card, the promoter has to put a disclaimer saying that if you have any type of heart trouble, you cannot come to this match. These matches in IWA, Wing, FMW, Big Japan, these matches have explosions, barbed wire, light bulbs, glass. That is his specialty. Look at this. Both men on top of Alebrije. That's over 500 pounds on top of Alebrije. Paul Cuije. Look at this. They throw Alebrije to the rope. Double flip over. Look at this, both men off the ropes. Oh my God, one kick and one splash. Jason the Terrible now flips around. Look at this, he puts Alebrije in a camel clutch. And now both head off this double drop kick. Double drop kick, you know what kind of force that is? Over 500 pounds. Both men drop kicking. And look at this, Mr. Aguila. Why is he not going in there? What is he doing? Mr. Aguila is a partner. Look at this. A body splash by this man. 1, 2, 3. First, look at this. Alebrije is out. Alebrije is out. Chucky slams Guije down. Look at that. Wow, what a savate kick from Jason on La Parka. And now Jason sets him up for a Scorpion Deathlock. Scorpion Deathlock. Look at this. And now he says he give up. He didn't give up. He did not give up. Tropicazas has his back turned. The first fall goes to the team of the Headhunters and Jason the Terrible. Tirantes continues to side with the Rudos, and the crowd does not like it. Alebrije still on the floor outside hurt. What can they do against this team? Jason the Terrible goes to the outside. Look at this, trying to tell the people to be quiet. There's a whistle for the second fall. They made quick work of these guys. Quick work. Where is Mr. Aguila? Mr. Aguila is on the outside. Why is he not helping his partners? What is going on with Mr. Aguila? Alebrije battered outside. They can't even get into the ring. Look at this. He's faking. He's trying to tell Parka that the reason he didn't go in, that he hurt his ribs. He says he hurt his ribs. This man didn't even step. Look at this. Now they're triple teaming. Triple teaming Alebrije. Double chop to the throat. Jason the Terrible dominating La Parka. And now the Hunters. If you see these guys, for big guys, they are one agile team. Jason the Terrible, look at this. Aguila just standing there. Aguila doing nothing. Look at this. Double body press, double body splash from the Headhunters. And now Jason the Terrible with using his mask. Look at that, another body splash. Over 500 pounds. That's like a Mack truck hitting you. Jason the Terrible now setting up La Parka. Setting up La Parka for the, and La Parka pulls Jason the Terrible in. And now there's a right hand for La Parka, and another. Parka and Alebrije kick out one of them Headhunters. And now they grab, make a wish. Oh my God! Now the pin. Tropicazas is down 2, 3, and there it is, the second fall. The second fall goes to the Técnicos. And Mr. Aguila is still in the corner. Mr. Aguila has yet to step into this ring. What is going on with this man? What is going through his head tonight? This man didn't even set foot into this ring. Why is he acting like he's hurt? Now his partners come to check on him. Look at this. Guije's gonna hit him. That's right, Guije's gonna say this. Look at this. Bring out the Academy Award for this man. And now we go to the third fall. It's one of the Headhunters. Knocks out. Look at this. Knocked him clear out of the ring and across the floor. And now Alebrije trying to get the crowd behind him, trying to get some kind of momentum. How are they going to stop this team? Again, it's 2 men against 3. And now the Hunter trying to get the referees. 2 men against 3. And now the people are screaming, Mexico, Mexico. Look at this. Alebrije comes back in. The headhunter's over. He throws headhunter to the rope. There's an arm drag. And there's a drop kick. There's a drop kick. This man hasn't gone down. Look at this. He can't put the man down. And a clothesline outside of the ring. Alebrije with a clothesline out of the ring. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Finally got the man. That's over 300 pounds. Knocked him outside of the ring. This man is out on the floor. Maybe now the sides are even. Maybe now it'll be 2 against 2. Alebrije trying to get the crowd behind him. And they're trying to get Aguila into the ring. They're trying to get Aguila into the ring to do something. So now the Parka gets in the ring. Jason the Terrible comes in. Look at the Parka. Look at this man. That's why the people love him. Listen to that crowd. Look at this. Jason right over. Jason rips him into the rope. Another leapfrog by Jason. Look at this. Another one. He moves out of the way of La Parka. Look at this. What is he doing? Look at La Parka. Look at La Parka. Look at La Parka. Oh, look at that. Again, the most charismatic wrestler in the AAA. Look at that. And now one of the Hunters grabs him from behind. There's a kick to the midsection. This guy, Jason the Terrible. Look at this. He's doing more damage to his own man than he's doing to La Parka. When the odds are, look at this. La Parka from behind. La Parka. And now both headhunters come in against La Parka. Look, La Parka is walking away. A great competitor La Parka is, but against both these men, he doesn't stand a chance. Against 3, much less. Look at this. And look. This guy, he must be seeing something. And look, the 3 of these guys just stand in awe. They don't even know what to do to this man. How do you hurt a man that, look at this, look. What do you do to a man, a psychotic man like this? And now Guije comes in. Guije missed the drop kick. And now Chucky goes off the rope. Misses. Look at this. Guije's trying to, he turned around to cheer to the crowd. And now Chucky's coming in. Chucky misses. Chucky misses. What are you doing? Look at this. Guije gets him rolled over. 2, 3. And a quick count there by Alebrije. And Chucky thinks it was Tirantes. This little warrior. Look how he runs off the rope. Chucky's off the rope. There's a leapfrog. And there's an arm drag. And there's a drop kick. Outside the ring, and now Guije was going for it. Look at this. He flipped over. He was going for the tope, but Chucky moved out of the way wisely. Aguila still does not want to get in the ring. The crowd trying to tell Aguila to get into the ring to do something. Aguila, it seems, does not want to get into the ring. Look at this. Both men, his own partners, throw him into the ring. And he rolls right back out, and they throw him back in. And now the three men come out to face Aguila for the first time. Aguila says he'll take him on. Here we go. And now Aguila. What's this? He's shaking their hands. What's going on? What? He's their partner. What is he? Where's he going? Look at this, the Hunter. He missed it. He missed it. They were going for the double splash again. And now Parka drop kicks one of the headhunters. And there's another drop kick. And there's a double clothesline. He's finally down. And now, Alebrije with a tope to the outside. Parka. Look, Chucky just jumped. Chucky just tried to do a tope on Alebrije. Alebrije holding him. Here comes Squeehead with a tope on Chucky. Alebrije holding Chucky. Jason the Terrible with a right hand to La Parka. A reversal by La Parka. Throws Jason into the corner. Jason flips him over. He misses a right hand. Parka sends him face first into the turnbuckle. Does his little dance. Parka going to the top rope. Parka with a body splash from the top rope. And now Aguila takes off the mask. Aguila pulled off the mask of La Parka. I can't believe it. And now Alebrije trying to, spinning savate kick by Jason. And now Aguila joining Jason and putting the boots to Alebrije. They got to stop. Pepe Casas can't do nothing in there. Body slams him. Aguila from the top rope. Aguila from the top rope. Oh my God. 360 splash from the top rope by Mr. Aguila. Mr. Aguila has just turned on his own partners. I can't believe this. And now he's putting on La Parka's mask as an ultimate insult. And Parka has another mask. Parka put on another mask. Parka is back. Parka. Look at this. Now they got Jason. They throw him into the buckle. Here comes Alebrije with an elbow. Parka. Now Parka's gonna give back a little bit of pain. He takes off the hockey mask. That should be illegal. Oh, and he hits him with it. He is down. He is down. If he takes off, he turns around his mask. Jason can't see. He switched around the mask. Jason cannot see. Now's the time they should take advantage. They should take advantage of this. And look, he fouls his own man. He fouls one of the headhunters. The other one comes, and he fouls him. He fouls him. Oh my God, he's fouled both his partners. And now double chop to Jason, Alebrije, and La Parka. Alebrije with a leg drop. La Parka with a leg drop. That's it. 2, 3, and that's it. They've pulled it out, and now, look at this. Look at this, Mr. Aguila's trying to, look at this, Aguila wants to be part of the group now. Now Aguila, now that's right. Aguila wants to be part of the group now that they won, right? That's it, they take out Aguila. They take out Mr. Aguila. Who is Jason pointing at? You've lost the match. It's over. Is he pointing at a fan? Jason is making his way through the crowd. Who is he? He's pointing at. That's Grandmaster Lee Wampio. He's pointing at Grandmaster Lee Wampio. And look, what's going on? Look, Jason is going to challenge. Well, it seems that he's challenging. I can't believe he's challenging Super Dragon Lee Wampio. He's just here. He's just an invited guest. He's not here to compete. Jason has this rivalry with him all throughout Korea. Why is he bothering this man? This man is just an honored guest here. Jason seems that he's challenging him to a match. Lee Wampio gets up. Look at this. He throws his soda in the face. Oh my God. Now Jason Jason the Terrible, what is he doing? This man isn't even in his ring gear. What is he doing to this man? Why is he throwing him into the ring? Look at the headhunters, they're just having a good time watching this. Jason with a right hand, another right. And look at this, Limpio, Grandmaster, 9th degree black belt. You can't mess with this man. Throws Jason, Jason reverses it. Look at this. Oh my God, that's the dragon kick. That is the dragon kick. That is what he's famous for. Oh my God, and the headhunters attack him from behind. Now it's a 3 against 1. A 3 against 1 on this man. Look at this, he's fighting back. This man has heart. He's fighting back. He's not letting him take him down. But 3 men are just too much, just way too much. And now the Parka, Mascara, Sagrada, Alebrije come in to help this man. Jason still has Limpio. Look at this. He throws him into the rope. Pio with a kick. Look at this. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wow. What a big boot to the face. And oh my God. A spinning back kick. Spinning back kick. You are not going to take this man down. Look at this. He's a well-respected man in Mexico. You are not going to treat this man like he is just some outsider. And that's right, AAA wins this match. And that brings us to the main event, Duelo de Titanes, Clash of the Titans. The AAA's hottest rivalry will be settled once and for all as Latin Lover puts his hair on the line against Pirata Morgan. This is a rivalry that has been going on for some time, and it came to a climax at the AAA recent events in Florida and Texas. These two men have been going against each other, trying to humiliate each other, trying to become the better man. But tonight, we will see who is the best. Here are some clips from Tampa Bay when Pirata Morgan showed Latin Lover who's the boss. And now, Latin Lover issues the challenge to Pirata Morgan, saying, I've had enough of you, and now I want to put on the line something no one has ever done, my hair. If you think you can take it, come on.
Perdón, señoras y señores, pero llegaron aquí a Abismo, Negro, Pirata.
What an attack on Latin Lover. Antonio Peña is trying to stop it. But look at this, they're shutting Peña out. The Rudos are shutting Peña out. Pirata Morgan with his hired thugs are now destroying Latin Lover. This is why we're here today. This is why the hair is on the line. And now, Pirata Morgan say, now you see what I did to you. I gladly accept the challenge, hair versus hair. He's not afraid of anyone. He wants to show that he's the best wrestler in the AAA. Hair versus hair tonight. The challenge has been issued and the challenge has been accepted. That is why we are here tonight in Dallas, Texas. And that's why we're here tonight. Here is our main event, hair versus hair. And out comes Pirata Morgan. The women in the ring thought they were gonna see Latin Lover. But this is far from a Latin Lover. And now we go to a pre-recorded interview. Jesús Zúñiga with Pirata Morgan.
No autonombrado. El mejor luchador del mundo.
Pirata Morgan says that he is the best wrestler, not only in the AAA, but in the world. And he's going to show it tonight against Latin Lover. And now, Jesús Zúñiga says, this man has never lost his hair in his entire career. How do you think you're going to do it? But Pirata Morgan says that he is too much wrestler for Latin Lover. And tonight, for the first time, he is going to lose his hair. And he is going to show you why he is the #1 wrestler in the world. Pirata Morgan says the reason why this man has never lost his hair in his career is because he has never faced a wrestler of his caliber. From Monterrey, Mexico. This man started out as a Chippendales dancer and is now one of the most popular, if not the most popular, wrestler in Mexico today. Here he is, Latin Lover! Now, who do you think the ladies were waiting for? Pirata Morgan sick. Just look at his face. Oh my God! Oh my God! He just hit Latin Lover and knocked out one of the spectators. I can't believe it. This man has no regard for anyone. Now he's hitting Latin Lover with a chair. Pirata Morgan has no regard for anyone. He's trying to do what no one has ever done. Take the hair of Latin Lover. Pirata Morgan knows that that would be one of his greatest, if not the greatest accomplishment of his career, if he can defeat Latin Lover tonight and take this man's hair. The crowd against this man. Look at him. Over 20 years as a pro, this man is probably the most experienced man in Lucha Libre Latina today. Oh my God, what a hard clothesline. Hard clothesline from Pirata Morgan. Here's a little story about Pirata Morgan. This man, early in his career, took the name Pirata Morgan, and then in a match, lost his left eye. Look at this, Pirata Morgan. Tattooed, bruised. You can see the cuts on his forehead from the years of matches. Look at another hard clothesline to Latin Lover. Man, are these guys total opposites. Beauty and the Beast we have here. And now he has Latin in an armbar. Latin reverses him. Latin reverses him into the corner. But look at this, Tirantes. Tirantes trips up Latin Lover. Tirantes getting involved in the match. How many matches is this man going to be involved in? And now, look at this, Pirata Morgan. Yeah, sure. Now he's going to be on top of this man. It's again 2 against 1 here. It seems to be 2 against 1. Look at this. He pulled out. He pulled out this man's pants. Look at it. The ladies are happy. Are the ladies happy? Look at this. This man, he just totally wants to embarrass his man. Pirata Morgan hates that this man is loved by everyone in Mexico. Again, Latin Lover is the most popular wrestler in Mexico right now. Rey de Reyes champion in 1997, and he's also been champion of champions. He won the Triple Mania Cup at Triple Mania 9, and he's currently the national heavyweight champion. And look, there's a chop. Look at this. He takes both the men down. That's right. He takes both men down. And now Latin Lover. Look at this. Tirante's holding a hand. Tirante's holding his hand. Now there's a spot kick. Spot kick. He has him down. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. There's no one to make the count. There's no one to make. Tirantes. This man is another faker. Another faker. There's a drop kick that sends Pirata Morgan to the outside. Latin Lover going off the rope. And a plancha on top of Pirata Morgan. This man, Latin Lover, is putting it all on the line. He wants to strip this man of his hair just to embarrass him. Latin Lover, one part of the WWE's Royal Rumble in 1997 in San Antonio, Texas. He's back in the ring. What kind of odds? How is this man going to pull this off when he has the referee, the only man in charge, against him? Look at this. Oh, my God. Latin Lover really putting it all on the line tonight. Pirata, now he throws Pirata back into the ring. Pirata Morgan, again, a man not to be taken lightly. Latin goes for the cover. Where is Tirantes? Where is Tirantes? Tirantes finally makes the count. 1. But look at this. That's St. Rios. Mr. Aguila. What is he doing here? Mr. Aguila kicking Latin Lover. And now it's both of them. Mr. Aguila and Pirata Morgan putting the boots. And it's not a disqualification. This should be a disqualification. Well, that's it. Look at this. I can't believe it. Now it's 3 men against 1. How is Latin Lover going to pull this off? Pirata Morgan throws Latin Lover into the hard steel corner. Jesus Christ. Mr. Aguila bringing in a table. He's bringing in a table. Somebody has to bring some kind of authority. There has to be some kind of authority figure in the back that can come out and stop this. Where is Pepe Casas? Where is Antonio Peña? Look at this. Pirata Morgan with a chair. He's setting him up right into the ribs. And another one into the ribs. Latin Lover is bleeding. He's busting him wide open. Look at this. Oh, my God. Pirata Morgan now pulling on the hair. Pulling on the hair of Latin Lover. There's a right hand. How is Latin going to come back from this? They're in the crowd. They are in the crowd right now. There's another right hand from Pirata. They are in the crowd. Where are they going? There's another right. Latin Lover does not know where he is right now. He has no idea. Pirata is taking him up to the top of the stairs. Where is the count? There should be a count out. And look at Tirantes. Look at Tirantes. Look at him pretending. Look, he's calling him back like he's really trying. Pirata Morgan. Pirata Morgan putting the boots to Latin Lover. Latin is coming back. Latin Lover with another right. Latin Lover getting every bit of energy he has left in him. Trying to get back into this match. Latin with a headbutt. Latin Lover pulling it all out. Look at these two gladiators putting it all on the line right now. They're in the crowd. This match, don't forget, is no disqualification. Hair versus hair. They're going all over this arena. Latin Lover is dragging him all over this arena. Look at this, biting on the head of Pirata Morgan. Pirata is also busted open. Oh my God. They got to get the crowd back. These two, oh my God, he's looking through him right over the top. Aguila's in there. What is Aguila? Aguila's handing a pipe. It seems a pipe. Some sort of object here. He's trying to give. Look at this. It's two. It's really 3 against 1. How is Latin Lover going to pull this off? Look at this. Aguila. Aguila's outside now. Yeah, now he's trying to egg the crowd on. Let's go, Latin. Look at this, Aguila up on the top like it's a tag match. But Latin trying to pull it out. Oh my God, what a right hand, and another right. Look at this, Latin Lover's coming back. You're not gonna put this man down. Oh my God, a kick to the back of the head. And now, Latin Lover trying to get at Aguila. Latin Lover going after Aguila. And now Aguila all of a sudden now he's scared. Pirata Morgan, a bloody mess. Look at this man. Look, Latin Lover going for a crane. But look at this. Pirata reverses it too. Oh, quick count by Tirantes. A quick count by Tirantes. Latin Lover was one count away from losing his hair. Mexico, ladies and gentlemen, is it's more important than title, more important than a mask. That is a man's pride. If you lose your hair against another wrestler, you are looked upon as you have lost your pride. Look at a chop from Pirata Morgan. Both of these men, bloody messes. Throws Latin into the corner. Look at this, he misses. Latin's going to the top rope. Latin Lover on the top rope. Latin Lover with the body press from the top rope. It's over. 1. What's going on with Tirantes? 1, 2. Tirantes, that's a 3 count. That's a 3 count. Tirantes acting like something happened to his elbow. That would have been a 3 count. How much more help does this Pirata Morgan need? Oh my God. Look at this, he's back. But Rios went to hit. Aguila went to hit Latin Lover, but he hits Pirata. And now Latin goes after Aguila. Oh my God, a clothesline from Aguila. Aguila putting the boots to Latin Lover. There is no one putting order to this match. Look at this, Tirante just walking around. But here comes La Parka. Here comes La Parka. There's a drop kick. Parka's in there. Parka's gonna put order. And there's a tope to the outside to Mr. Aguila. Parka with the tope. And now, Latin Lover has a chance. Look at this. He reverses. Pirata Morgan into the table. Pirata Morgan into the table. And a super kick to Aguila. The Latin Lover, and now he goes for the Magistral Cradle. Perfect made by Pepe Casas, 2, 3, and that's it. Latin Lover has done it. Latin Lover has won the hair of Pirata Morgan. Latin Lover is the winner. My God, Latin Lover has done it. Against him, he still pulled it out. That is why he is #1 in Mexico. And now here comes Mr. Jesus Nunez. Pirata finally realizes what has happened, or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't even know what is going on right now. Mr. Jesus Nunez trying to tell him, time to lose your hair, buddy. And that's it. You play with fire, you get burned. And that's exactly what happened to Pirata Morgan. And now Lappy's holding him up. Holding him in a camel clutch. And now pulling back the mask. And here it comes. Here it comes. Look at this thing. Take the mask off. And there goes his hair. That's it. He lost the match. He lost his hair. And now he's lost his pride. Pirata Morgan. That's what happens. Latin Lover comes out against 3 against 1 and still the champ. Latin Lover has once again overcome the odds. And the agony of defeat for Pirata Morgan. Look at him, looking at his mask. Puts on his eye patch. Latin Lover, once again, is the winner. Thank you very much, everyone, for seeing AAA Lucha Libre, AAA at the Bronco Bowl, Dallas, Texas. My name is Frank Batista. Thank you very much. Good night.
AAA Sports presentó.